Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Den C. So today we going to present to you about the internal industry analysis for company Astro Holdings and Berhad. So my name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Khaini, and I will present to you about the resources in Astro Holdings and Berhad. So the first one is intellectual resources, where Astro have many content different creator, and they also have content right from their content partner, and they also have copyright, license, software and system from their content partner, so they can broadcast the TV program from their content partner. So this is the example where Astro partner with HBO and Iki to broadcast the movie from HBO and the TV program from Iki. So for the net resources, which is the second one, is industrial capital. As we know, Astro Holdings in Berhad has strong broadcast capability, and they also can create and distribute the content through digital like TV and mobile phone. So this is the example where we all know that Astro have a lot of TV program, and they also nowadays have Astro on the go, where we can watch Astro channel, any channel that we subscribe in our own phone, PC or laptop. Lastly, this is my reference to get the data from Astro Holdings in Berhad.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Haziq bin Zaidin. I as the second presenter from my group, and today I want to present about two types of Astro resources. Okay, for the first is financial capital. Do you know about the financial capital? Definitely not. Financial capital is asset that needed and required by a company to provide goods or service. The function is to pay the acquisition for plants and also equipment for a company. The example we can see in Astro as a broadcasting company. Astro is as a broadcasting company, we already know it. They use the TV and radio businesses as a medium to generate profit, right? Then rewarding their shareholder with attractive dividends while reinvesting for the company's future growth. At the reinvesting for their company future growth, we can see that Astro make a safety move or safety step to make their financial become more stable and also more better on the next year, while having a pandemic or any disaster in their company. Thus, they also have ample access to financial markets and institutional lenders. Okay, in my conclusion, the financial capital is the main or the most important thing that Astro company use, or the Astro company need. Not the Astro company, but all the companies in the world need before to produce their service or produce their goods. And we move to the second resources, which is the human capital. The human capital, do you know about it? No, definitely not. I will explain it. Human capital is the measure of skills, education, capacity and attributes of labor which influence their productive capacity and earning potential. According to the Organizational Economic Cooperative Department, the human capital is defined as the knowledge, skills and competencies and other attributes embodied individuals our group acquired during their life that used to produce ideas, goods and services in market circumstances. The example in Astro, they bring up on and off air talents who have diverse capabilities and expertise in this professional setting. They, which is the talents, we generate all the idea for the company and implement their strategy of customer centricity The customer centricity is the business strategy that make customer as the first or the important thing. The first place it means that put the customer in the first place to provide content and offerings what their customer wants and are willing to invest their money for their company. As the conclusion is, without the human capital, our businesses cannot move forward and also cannot grow, because we have not a knowledge, we not have a knowledge, and without the human capital, our businesses become bankrupt or and cannot move forward. The human capital is the important thing in the company. Now, this is an important thing, important resources that should needed by a company or by a strong company or other companies outside there. And okay, that's all from me. Thank you for give me space, and I will pass the presentation to next person. Thank you.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I would like to share about one of Astro resources, which is social and relationship capital. We develop and maintain a good relationship with our stakeholders, including customers, talent, suppliers, and business partners, regulators, shareholders, financiers, and our community at large. We engage with them regularly through various touchpoints to understand and address their legitimate concerns, ensuring we maintain our social license to operate. For example, for our customers, we engage with them through websites and digital platforms, through customer service and contact centers, self-serve touchpoint, and others. For talent, we engage with them with Sustainable Engagement Index, company intranet, employee engagement initiatives, focus groups, surveys, and feedback. For shareholders, we do annual general meeting with them, integrated annual report, quarterly earning calls, financial results, do conferences and roadshows, and others. So next we move to Sofea.
Okay, next is I will explain about strength of Astro company. So Astro is strong variety of broadcast service offered to their customer. One of it is Astro Pay TV. It offers customer access to 188 channels broadcast without the need of connection internet, but using his own broadcast satellite. Second is Astro also provide a non-subscription premium service called NIOI, Now and Enjoy Now. It's an over-the-top service that gives customer complete and free access to a selection of TV channel. The third is intellectual property. Creation and ownership are priorities focus of Astro in order to increase creation which based on Asian centric content across multiple channels, and this help to increase viewership and household penetration for further commercial benefits. So I will differentiate about three companies. So the first is Astro Malaysia Sudah Berhad. Their strength is exclusive channel on HD and not using Wi-Fi. So for company of Hit TV by TM, their strength is usually comes with unified, cheaper than Astro and specific channel. They did not have 188 channel for their customers. So the third one is Neotech Enterprise. Their strength is small size, easy to carry, easy installation, no monthly fees. But their weakness is they need Wi-Fi and don't have specific channel. For company Hit TV, their weakness is less variety of channel. Like I said, they don't have 188 channels like Astro, and they repeating program like not same as Astro. They have new program and they need Wi-Fi and not friendly user. So for Astro's Sdn Bhd, Malaysia Sdn Bhd, they did not have to use Wi-Fi, and uh, the best is they have exclusive channel to more than 188 channel for their customer and in HD for their channel. So um, there are five other strands of Astro in making itself the champion of media entertainment group is a company with lots of experience. In past 6 years ago, Astro became the country's first satellite pay TV operator offering 36 TV and radio channels. Now Astro put in fiber and its tie-up with Google give it access to markets beyond Malaysia's borders. The refreshed Astro re-emerged, opening at RM3.03 a share and closing at its IPO price of RM3. So next, the strength of Astro is getting a lot of profit. Now the profit that Astro earned keep increasing from when it was in private hands. M&A Securities predict that Astro will earn 701 million in net profit for financial year ended January 31 January 2013, and in 2014 it will be 755 million on the back of 4.3 billion and 4.6 billion ringgit in revenue respectively. In addition, Astro also give higher dividends to their stakeholders. Astro has a fixed dividend payout policy of 75%, and its dividend yield based on the IPO price is pegged at 3.36% in order to grow and offer more channels. Astro must need more capacity and it needs more transponder. Moreover, Astro also has a lot of major content. Today, Astro rule living rules in Malaysia and has 3 million or 50% market share of the million it began creating its own Malaysian content, and today boasts a library of 40,000 hours of local content, and Astro also started beaming channel into Indonesia and boasted of operations in some other countries. Lastly, Astro come as all its different variety of service. Now it has migrated 1.6 million users to its Beyond platform, and the process continues. Fiber is important as well delivery tool, and it first tied the know with the time.com Berhad to provide IPTV to multi-dwelling units and fast internet access. So Astro come all its different offering via video on demand Astro First and Astro Best, and it also has PVR, personal video recorder, which is customer can record their can do recording service to give people a chance to see programs when they want to. Astro also want to add many more high definition channels. That's all from me about Strand Astro.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zulkarnain Shamsul, and today I'm going to continue the presentations of witnesses of Astro Holdings Sdn. So for the first witnesses of Astro Holdings Sdn, Astro is regulated by the CMA since it is a licensed broadcaster and it does not have the same independence and standalone OTT as Netflix. A license is prohibited from providing material that is indecent, immoral, fraudulent, menacing, or offensive in character with the intent to annoy, assault, threaten, or harass any individual. Under the Social Regulation section of the CMA, these have restricted the capability of the Astro in terms of providing various types of program shows. Secondly, rain fade is a phenomenon that causes satellites to be affected by heavy rain. On rainy days, the Astro signal would most likely to be disturbed, impacting the customer's experience. Lastly, the unauthorized access to Astro transmission signals provided by replicated smart cards and set-top boxes shows a clear lack of stringent preventive security measures to protect data, causing customers to lose confidence. That's all for me.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So for my part, I will provide the real data for the Astro company. So first, we can see here, we got this from the corporate.astro.com.my. They provide input for their company, which is their resources. So we can see there is financial, industrial, intellectual, human capital, social, relationship, and natural. So they have 6 input or resources for their company. So next we can move to the strength of Astro. So as we can see, Astro use to have more channel and from the basic TV, and they use their own satellite for their channel. So that is the strength for their company. And also next is Astro also provide a non-subscription service called Enjoy. So when people using this Enjoy service, they must pay only at the first payment only. Next is intellectual property creation and ownership. As we can see, Astro featuring many channel in Asian and also English channel to across multiple genre and help to increase viewership and hostership, so they can increase their views from that featuring. So next we move to the weaknesses of the Astro. So first is, as we know, Astro is regulated by the CMA Act. So there's so many things that Astro can do, because Astro is a licensed broadcaster. So next is the very known Astro problem is rain fade phenomenon. So as a Astro user, we know every time when rain, so the channel can view correctly. So next is, so as we know that the decoder for Astro has the card that we insert it with no security for the user. So when others people, or when the card is missing, so the user have will confront a problem with the data in the card. So that's all from me.